everybody, the Wild Champion is back in the building. And today, guess what? We're going to go to this new stage that I've been waiting so long for. Folks, we're going to go to this place called, what's it called again? What's that called? Oh, yeah, that's right. Excavation Excavation Game, folks, on the new stage that Kingdom Rush Vengeance, those producers just made already. So we're going to get after it in a interesting way. So I need to do it the right way by pushing the play button so we can let the game show you what we're going to go do. Like that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is going to be hard. I'm going to make this one interesting. We're going to try this without the spells on this. Yeah, so we got 25. So this one is going to be, I feel like this is going to be a good challenge because in this game, and that's what can make this game real entertaining and interesting, is that it matters, in my opinion, heavily on how well you play with the hero, as well as how your wisdom with setting up the towers to defend the threat of the oncoming waves, considering that you're blessed to play this game with so many different towers. So many possibilities involved. So playing without the spells, I feel like that's a good challenge in this game, you know, to keep it interesting. So they start off with those warhammers. So I've gone with the jack-o'-lantern, and that because, you know, I mean, I'm not gonna go with some super duper powerful hero, but I need him. You know, he's just the answer. He's really that good. He's really that good. So this enemy, that new enemy, this velociraptor, this Rex Raptor enemy, it's the ultimate problem on here. It's a very big problem. It's fast. It reminds me of a blood gnoll. By the way, I'm kind of curious. I don't even know who's faster between which one, but the blood gnoll is pretty fast. But that thing can move, and it does high damage of 25 to 45, and it's real annoying. This enemy makes this type of challenge a pain. So we gotta play smart. So you see what I've set up. I got some 2 Dark Knight towers sitting in front of the elite harassers. I feel that's a really just a good. The elite harassers are gonna be really needed, considering the trickiness of this stage. So yeah, I'll be using them very frequently. Yeah, but this part's is not so bad. But then again, we can't underestimate this new enemy they brought, because it can get through our units real bad. 17 warhammer and then 10 velociraptors, and I forgot what that was over there. I think it's warhammers. But even these warhammers too, though, it's not necessarily that they're hard to stop. It's just the way they're being brought. They bring the house with them, so it forces you to have to set up. It's kind of interesting the way they did it, but it kind of forced you to have to set up some kind of area damage out there. But that kind of backfires because you got these fast moving velociraptors you have to try and check. So it forces you to have to get a little out of your comfort zone. So this is kind of why I had to use the jack-o'-lantern, especially considering that we're not using the spells for that area damage that he has. We have to play smart and make sure that he hits a horde of enemies with that attack that he has. Yeah, I need that. I need that. It's not gonna slow. Gosh, you see what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's a problem. Yeah, see, yeah, we messed up there. It happens, but we messed up there. Those things, it's just they're a problem, man. Luckily, they only got 229 hit points, but my goodness. And I'm saying, folks, and that the more you do this type of challenge, and the more you keep losing at it, and you keep hearing that noise, it's gonna really like aggravate you a little bit. You just keep hearing them make that little ridiculous sound. Now, there's another enemy that makes I kind of like his sound. I can live with it, even if I was to keep losing. I'd rather listen to that. It's kind of funny listening to them make that noise. Yeah, stop those warhammers. You see what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had to set up those that rotten forest on the curves so it can decimate. Yeah, 2 Stormberg, 7 warhammer guards. They're doing that on both sides. So these are those little old timers from back in the day at the corridors, you know, with the dwarves. But the way they're brought, they make it to where they're a problem. Like the producers time the waves compositions to start at certain times so that you can get overwhelmed with all these warhammer guards as well as these stonebeard geomancers. 10 warhammer guards. They're bringing the house again with the warhammer guys. I think it's like 30 of them on that left side. But you see, you still have all of this out here, and then they start the wave, and you got a horde of those warhammer guards to get rid of.
Swift as a coursing river. Don't lose your head.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you see, yeah, we got a tough decision. I need to, but I gotta stop these geomancers, but I really gotta address all those warhammer guards, because that's a lot of them. They're going separate routes. This next wave, they're gonna get crafty with us. They're real tricky. Yeah, you see, 2 stonebeard gentlemen, and then 24 warhammer guards. Then they're bringing the velociraptors again. So they're bringing that while we have all these enemies still out here. So they're real crafty with us. That's okay. That is out the photo. Do it the right way and let the suckers blow up on them. Good job. Yeah, I see that over there. He's out the photo. He's out the photo. Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, it's the, yeah. You see, they act the fool with us, folks. They start spawning those guys out that bush right there. That's all right. Little small nest. That's out the photo, man. But it's kind of cool, you know, seeing that they got a little Jurassic on us, folks. I was wondering when they were gonna make a new little. I always had a funny feeling they were gonna make another add some more stages to this game, and they got Jurassic on us. I didn't expect that. The 10-bred gunnermen, so they're bringing the house with the gunnermen. They got, I think it's 26 of them total coming out here. I just got to get this stuff out the photo. I don't know what's going on. I know they brought warhammer guards over there. I don't know how many, but got to familiarize myself with the wave compositions.
This headache is killing me.
Also, I kind of like the music, the soundtrack for this stage too. I like the preparation soundtrack as well as the in-game soundtrack. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. I like it. The last time when they made the update, it was all right. I like the first one, but that second soundtrack, the alternative one, wasn't my little cup of tea. There you go.
Bow and blade.
Yeah, there we go. Now I feel better. Yeah, 2 stonebeard geomancers, 6 gunbred, 10 velociraptors.
It's hunting season.
Yeah, now they're gonna start. Yeah, see, now they're gonna start bringing that on the other side, the velociraptors. So you have to have. They just want to make sure your defenses are holding on both sides.
This headache is killing me. I will bury them.
Yeah, and then I spawned them out of that bush right there. That's all right. Yeah, so I got those dark knights. It makes sense. The dark knights really are a good choice, especially for these velociraptors, considering that they have a fast attack damage with the velociraptors. So with that being said, when I get that spiked armor, that's gonna kill those things off fairly fast. But then again, the velociraptors can overwhelm you. Once 10 velociraptors, they can overwhelm you, even though you got the dark knights, because they bring so many of them. They do high damage to where they can easily get through your they can easily get past your dark knights, these dark slayers that I have out there, should a lot of them come. Because they're not going to have, since they're so fast, they're not going to have an ample amount of time to recuperate their hit points. You see, like in this case, if too many of them came and their hit points are low, with respect to these dark slayers, those raptors will overrun you.
This headache is killing me.
They'll overrun you. I just need him to throw. Yeah, good. Throw that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know that. Yeah, that rotten forest tower. It may not do. It doesn't slow them down that much. It's real minuscule in how much it slows them down, but at least it does some damage. 1 prehistoric dwarf, 12 velociraptors. 1 prehistoric, 11, 12, 8 gunnermen, 18 warhammer heads. So yeah, that velociraptor. So that prehistoric dwarf. I love it when he makes his little his buffing sound. He's like rah, 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 rah. That actually makes it a little more enjoyable. I actually like the way that noise sounds. So let's check him out. Ancient dwarves that evolved to adapt to the harsh environment that they were forced into, now stronger and tougher than any other kind. Buffs, velociraptor stats, very high health, very high damage. Got that all in time, folklores. That's indeed true. You would expect those guys to be a lot bigger, but I mean, considering that they're said to be dwarfs, you know, I mean, well, I'm saying a lot bigger because like they do 120 to 150 attack damage. So like you would, and they take away 2 lives. So you would think that like similar to the to that frost giant, you know, that type of enemy, you would think they would be like massive, but they're not. But it makes sense, they're dwarves. Good.
It's hunting
Yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, and yeah, you see, yeah, so that tower, you see out there, that temple tower, 8, 12, 5, yeah, they're bringing the house again on us with all that, those gunnermans and stuff, and those stonebeard geomancers. Yeah, but I was saying, like I was saying, that I was trying to say that that Shaolin Temple tower, that tower is really a very good option on these types of stages. I just feel like in general, somebody, I think the real Morgan posted on his channel or his post, like what tower, like the 5 towers that you would play with, that you would like, what would be your top 5 towers you would go with if you were to do any kind of gameplay. I picked the Shaolin Temple, and I picked it. You're gonna see exactly why that tower is really a good choice. You'll see it soon enough when I do the heroics in the other stages as well in the same manner, as that's my intention. You're gonna see why it's a good decision. It delays the advancement of an enemy, touches them up, and it just works very efficiently for this type of strategy. They're bringing the house with velociraptors and prehistoric dwarves, folks. That's what I'm seeing out there. That's how we're gonna get it out the building, though. I feel better with all this setup. I want to hear that. I was just quiet so I could hear him do that. I actually like that the producers made it like that, man. It just sounds it sounds really cool. Like oh my goodness. I mean, you know, I wish they also made it to where like if they're gonna make them make that noise, at least they could have had like an enemy that made the noise when they died. I wish they would change that in this game and have one of those enemies make that noise. All right, what are they doing? Geomancer, 10 gunnermen, 6 geomancer, 10 gunnermen, 1 prehistoric dwarf. Yeah, they have to be spawning those raptors. They've got to be, because he doesn't serve I mean, he's at this point he's just a durable unit walking around. He doesn't serve a purpose if that raptor's not out there. I'm talking about just that 1 prehistoric dwarf they're gonna spawn. Specifically on that bottom right, they're gonna have to spawn that. Yeah, and then in general, that Shaolin Temple, if you get enough of those things going, it's especially against that prehistoric dwarf, it's really effective against him because he's slow, right? But then also, should the raptors appear in his presence, that Shaolin Temple, as you know, it disrupts the enemies from doing their stuff. You know, you activating their special ability, it stops them from doing it. Should you get a bunch of them in his presence attacking them, it just disrupts it. That's what I love. That's another reason why I like that tower. Yeah, I'm getting more of that going on the outskirts. They're doomed.
It's hunting season.
Yeah, they're doomed, folks. They're not getting out of this. They're not getting out of this. Yep, there we go. I got those guys. Yeah, they're not messing with my Dark Knights. They're not messing with my elves. They're getting messed up and tangled up inside the Wrath of Luciferus, and they're also getting stunned every single second by those Shaolin monks, folklores. That is muy bien. Get rid of all this. Jack-o'-lantern, please do it the right way. Yeah, let's get that going. Our rage is eternal, folklores. It's eternal. It's never going away. It's forever. It's unlimitedly lasting. Get rid of that. Oh my goodness, folklores. I just love the sound of that. It's right. I hear some. Yeah, there we go. They're invincible now. And he's out the photo. Oh, that's not all of them. They're out the photo though. They're out the photo. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That was it. That was it. That was it. Yeah. So I mean, and because it took me a while to figure that out, because I mean, I wasn't obviously used to this stage and I hadn't caught on to the dynamics of the wave compositions, but as I did, then you know, I started figuring out a good setup. So that was my setup for this stage: the rotten forest, the elite harassers, the dark knights, and the Shaolin temple. So hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more videos. Ricky, folks, Ricky the War Champion. Farewell, farewell.